Is that nice there?
Yeah, I can hear myself.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
That's good then. Well, welcome back.
Welcome back indeed.
Another podcast. We're doing quite well. We've done more podcasts in the last 2 months than we've done in the last 2 years.
We have, mate. Yeah, well, that's good. That's what we wanted.
No, that's what we said. That's what we said.
Get them churned out, like,
yeah,
keep them a bit more regular.
Yeah. So, yes, welcome back, everybody. It's good to be back as well, isn't it?
It is, mate, yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Let me just get this genuine. Genuine Coke, not
that was some ASMR, that was, wasn't it?
Mm. You love all that, don't you?
Yeah, I love it, mate.
ASMR. Yeah, so, funny enough, I can't remember what it was the other day. I tell you what it was.
Yeah.
I had a cup of coffee. I was on a shoot, and we had a cup of coffee at lunchtime.
Right, yeah.
And there's a bit of remnants in the bottom of the coffee cup. I drank most of it.
Yeah.
And as I went out, there was a bottle of Coke. I just had a quick swig of Coke, so I just put it straight in the with coffee. It tasted exactly like roller cola.
You dirty old minge.
Roller cola.
That was probably the special ingredient.
Yeah, coffee.
The remnants
Caffeine.
of a bit of coffee, yeah.
The coffee, bit of coffee, lovely. So,
that's top tip.
If you want roller cola, which has been out of business for 23 years,
yeah,
a bit of coffee and Coke. That's awesome. Well, George, since the last one, which has been busy. I've been busy, obviously.
Mega busy.
Lots of videos out. We're filming lots of videos. Producing lots of videos, both on the old YouTube and my Patreon. Go over there too if you haven't checked it.
Patreon.
I love it, mate. Well, do you know what, mate? It's brilliant.
Yeah.
I love it because it. So what it is, just in case you don't know, Patreon is you go over there and you pay a monthly subscription, like a £5, a £10, a £25. It's your choice, and you get access to videos that you don't see anywhere else.
So is Patreon just another word for like OnlyFans?
It is OnlyFans, mate. It is Farmers OnlyFans.
Got your cock out and...
No, I don't do that. No. I mean, that's that. I do have an OnlyFans for that.
Oh, okay, that's fair enough.
Oops. No, genuinely. So you got it, and I produce content purely for Patreon, and the nice thing is that.
Sorry, joking.
You had too much of a bite on that old fart. The nice thing is that the content is purely for Patreon, and because what we're doing is we're using the money from the Patreon, we're using that to go and buy a project, and that project we'll show on YouTube.
Yeah.
But we'll show a lot of the. I show so much more on the Patreon.
Yeah.
And that project then will get raffled off, and the proceeds will go to the collies and some other good causes. So thing is, this is the best bit about it, it frees us up. We don't have to dance to YouTube's tune anymore.
That's the thing, and it's getting harder and harder to dance that tune. It's ridiculous now, absolutely ridiculous.
And I just to be annoying to them, I'm not going to just disappear. You basically what YouTube want to do, any channels that are 5 years old or older, they want to get rid of. That's what they try to do, and they try to... They'll do it by not paying as much. They'll do it by shadow banning, just being awkward.
Yeah,
so you just think this isn't worth it. Give up.
Yeah.
They then use that money that they haven't got to pay those people, and they throw it on new up and coming YouTubers, but who may or may not succeed.
Yeah.
So that basically YouTube is the worst kind of business model you could imagine. It's basically saying, I've got a business loan. Yeah, what are you going to do with that? Go down the casino tonight.
Yeah,
that is basic YouTube in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Anyway, but we don't have to dance to their tune anymore because of the Patreon, and that means actually I can grow the YouTube harder than I could ever before.
Yeah.
Because I haven't got to dance to their tune. So anyway, I've been doing lots of that. What's all this bloody kids games?
I've been a farming simulator fan. You laugh and mock all you want. I'm sure you will.
Nonce.
For, blimey, 12 years now.
Since you were 12?
Yeah. No, I'll tell you why. It's no different,
like
right?
kids.
It's no different to playing with them. When you're an old boy, these models, look at them, bloody good models. Same thing, just the modern age. Technology has moved on. You can do these things online now.
What old boy? I mean, I'm not saying nothing wrong with displaying them.
Yeah.
Nobody fucking sits in carpet farms when they're in the 40s, do they? For fuck's sake.
Well, some folks do.
Yeah, whatever. So. No, genuinely though, I know you're fairly well set up with that old farm sim. You can sit there and you've got a proper steering wheel,
I've got all the gear,
all the gear, and just like in real life, no fucking idea.
Well, yes, pretty much, yeah. But it's good fun. It's good fun, and it's.
Do you know the bit that gets me? Do you know the bit that gets me?
Go on.
It's one thing sitting there pretending you're farming, even though you've been farming all day in real life.
Yeah.
But then folks that just sit and watch people pretending they're farming.
Oh no, that is
the audience bit.
It's but it's a massive audience. Oh, look how professional that is.
No, that was just a timer to say that it's time for another sip of Coke. This is genuine Coca-Cola. So I'll put another timer on.
Yeah, but there's such a big audience for that farm sim, and all them sort of simulator games. I don't know what it is. Well, I do know what it is with the farm sim, especially. It's for me. It's. I don't know what I'm going to fucking say, to be honest.
Go on, you can't justify it.
I can't really.
You were actually on a train of thought to try and justify why you're playing a children's game.
I was stalling then, to be honest.
Go on, tell me, George. You just enjoy it, don't you?
I just enjoy it. Come out with it. I just enjoy it.
And there's nothing. You know what? Nothing wrong with that, is there?
No. This sort of leads on because
I'm getting the word. Nonce.
The thing is, I grew up with computers like the Spectrum ZX.
Yeah, I remember. And obviously, we played with them.
Atari 2600. That was one of the first.
Was it?
I had. I've always had game consoles. Always sort of done that sort of thing. But you. Not being funny, you're a smidge older than me.
Yeah.
Did that sort of that passed you by sort of thing?
Well, no, not passed
me by. Or you were just too old for it, like.
No, was it 48K Spectrum, the little pad Spectrum. That was
the one with the tape that you put the tapes in? Yeah.
That was one of the first games we ever saw and played.
Yeah.
Atari. I can remember these growing up. However, this is something you need to bear in mind.
Yeah.
Man, there was some money.
Well, they wouldn't. No different now, but yeah.
No.
But I suppose back then.
I'll tell you now. That would be like do you want a car for the family?
Yeah.
Or are you going to get the kids a computer?
Yeah.
Mental money. First one I had, I think, was it the 128?
What's it?
ZX Spectrum, the bigger one.
Yeah.
That was bloody good.
Yeah.
But then by that time I'd kind of started. I was a teenager. I'd grown out of that.
You do other stuff like
other stuff.
Yeah.
But no, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But I was, on well before gaming and stuff like that. The Nintendos and so on and so forth. Yeah.
But the games this day and age are getting so realistic. It's the graphics are getting better. The gameplay's getting better.
It's incredible.
Like the FS. I mean. Jesus, it really does replicate not all the aspects of farming. You don't have to, deal with breakdowns.
Well, like I did that
your
video.
virtual money, that sort of thing.
I did that video, didn't I, on the
a while back, wasn't it?
upgrade?
Years ago. Pharmaceutical upgrade, wasn't it? Yeah.
Where you, it's a realistic pack.
Yeah.
That an add-on pack you could buy where you wouldn't get paid, despite getting told you'd be
doing the job. Yeah.
You hooked up. You don't just press the space bar and it hits up.
You
actually knock it off the block.
Yeah.
And the ring dives into the mud. You've got to get
jack it up. Jack it up. Yeah.
Stuff like that. All the good stuff.
Yeah.
Hoses busted.
That's what makes it fun, doesn't it?
Exactly. But you just say you got quite a nice little touch because fair play to you, George. You got so into it. And you're recognised for doing it.
Yeah.
And being a real farmer.
Yeah, but there's a lot of real farmers that do it.
They do.
You get the comments. I know.
You do. That's right.
Yeah.
Real farmer by day.
Yeah.
Non-C farmer on the computer by night.
Right. Yeah.
And giants, who are the people that
make the game. Yeah.
They recognised that and they contacted you, didn't they?
Yeah. Asked me to do a specific version on the latest game, the FS23, which is on the Switch. You remember Nintendo, like the NES? You didn't have none of them.
No, mate.
So I had both of them, the NES and the SNES.
I know of a Nintendo.
Yeah.
I never used one.
Like the Switch is their latest version. It's like a cross between a Game Boy Do you have a Game Boy?
No.
No? Well, it's just doing one of them little portable games console on a proper home console, if you know what I mean. And even that simplified version, you've got to put fertiliser on, you've got to spray the weeds when they come, all that sort of stuff like this. It was surrealistic, like. It was surrealistic.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's not for everyone, like, you know.
No.
It's not for you, anyway.
It's certainly not for me. No, but so you've done a video, but I did find this interesting. So you did a video of literally real filming of real farming.
Yeah.
And compared it
to the game. Sort of switched in between the two.
To show
how good
near it is to reality.
Mm.
So, yeah, I mean, I have to say, mate, that how did you find that?
What, the actually trying to match it to it's been tricky, like, you know. Yeah. But I mean, we're experienced pros on such things, so
from a production level, yeah. But then from as a gamer, is it gamers they call them, whatever they call them now?
Yeah, gamers. Yeah.
Did they, from that point of view, how does it stack up? How does it compare? Is it as real as, you know?
It is really, yeah. I mean, it's like your phone. Take your phone. You can get the game on your phone, and the graphics on there these days is better than you would have got on a home console 5 years ago. You know what I mean? That's technology for you.
Technology
constantly moves on and on.
But no, that I do find interesting. You know,
I mean, and again, it's coming up with Christmas, is it? Bloody good little stocking filler, I tell you, like, you know.
And what sort of money are they talking for that?
The game. What's the game? 20 quid, I think? About 20, 30 quid?
That's reasonable.
Yeah, it's about what they are, aren't they? Like, you know.
And so what do you do with this game? Where does it go? Again, I'm going to show my absolute ignorance of this. Do you stick it in something like a SIM card type thing? Or
you get a little cartridge, like, a bit like a SIM card.
And this is in one of these Nintendos?
It's a Nintendo Switch, yeah. I mean, you're really with the times, mate.
Mate, I know. You know? Seriously? What, George? What the fuck am I going to do with the game console thing?
Well, exactly.
Why? It ain't happening, is it?
No, it's not happening. Not
do you remember? Do you remember when you let me sit down in your chair and drove the fast track on Farm Sim?
You loved it.
I stuck it over a wall.
Yeah,
and ended up getting stuck. And you spent about half an hour busting this wall down, trying to get back and forth. I had a big old rake on.
You had a twin rake, didn't you?
Yeah.
You liked that, didn't you? You weren't farming, but you enjoyed that, didn't you?
I enjoyed the drive it like you stole it.
Yeah. No consequences.
No consequences, no. But no, generally, so that ain't bad. So if a kid's got, and is that only available on these Nintendo Switch?
Well, you got the latest games available on the Switch and on your phones.
Yeah.
But of course, you've got the main game that's available on all the consoles and PC. So whatever you've got, basically you're covered.
Okay.
So, and it's, like I say, it's not for everyone, but it's surprising how much fun farming is on,
when there's no real pressure on, to be fair.
Yeah.
But again, for kids to get interested, that's good enough.
That's the other thing. It's a blooming learning tool.
Yeah.
It really is. It does, it teaches that, like, milk comes from cows, eggs come from chickens, that sort of stuff.
Oh, there's animals on the game.
Yeah. You got dairy cows.
Can
chickens.
you go milk them?
It's an automatic milker.
Oh, is it?
But
Like
again,
you can milk them. You got to feed them.
It's a Lely Astronaut, which is a real life machine.
Yeah, and you got to feed them.
Feed them silage.
Muck them out.
Tee them up, muck them out, all that sort of stuff.
Really?
So
why don't you pack up real farming and do that instead?
I'd love to, mate. I mean, a lot easier. It really would. But that's the other thing. It is a learning, because the kids are playing it, and it does give you a blooming good grounding of how agriculture goes on.
And what? I mean, like how realistic are the tractors? I mean, have they got stuff like GPS and that on them, auto steer and all that, or
you can hire a worker. You can hire a worker and he'll go up, down. He'll do
some
the
young
field for
Romanian lad.
Yeah, well, exactly. Yeah, whoever, whoever's available.
What, from like a bank as such,
But to be fair, it's just automatic. So you press a button. And you get someone.
Pavlov turns up.
And he just takes over and he's up, down. But I mean, the the Switch version is more basic than the main version.
It's like a mobile version, a light. Farm Sim Light.
More arcadey like. Yeah, but it's still whatever.
It's very good, yeah.
Yeah, it's still, very in depth like. So you can spend hours on it like.
Yeah.
Hours and hours.
So, but as you say, the realism. I mean, do they have like, I don't know, if you had a John Deere, could you have Green Star on it or something like that, or?
Again, that's more of the main
computer
one. Yeah.
But it is available.
But, you get GPS on that lot, so you
can you?
Yes. You're sat at a computer, and you've got the tractor running on GPS, even though you're sat at the computer.
That's the bit
in a simulation, but you've got it on GPS.
Young Jack, the boys' lad.
I
always remember him going on there, and he would literally put it on like an auto steer and go out and do something in the yard. In reality, he'd move some bales of the load all, and he'd come back and it's done that.
Yeah, he's mad as hell, like,
That baffled me. But that's good. That's good. And I suppose that's a learning tool again. I'm not saying it's a simulator, aircraft. You get aircraft simulators.
Yeah.
Farming simulator. I have known in the past actual incidents of lads turning up. They put on their CVs and whatever, they come carton spuds or whatever.
And previous experience.
Working on this farm, whatever, and that they've driven a case Puma or whatever.
Yeah.
No, on Farm Sim. And that is their genuine. It's a different world.
Well, it's driving a tractor on Farm Sim to driving one in the real life. Yeah, it's slightly different.
Yeah.
Well, more than slightly different. We all know that.
So, but again, I suppose. If you're gonna start, I suppose if you're gonna start teach them a little bit of at least giving them a heads up, it's not a bad way to start working out what A, B lines and all that are.
Well, exactly. I mean, you think like our pilots train. What do they use? Simulators.
So they have to go on a simulator anyway.
In the military, if you're going to learn to drive a tank, you go in a simulator. Because simulators these days are so good that they can replicate. You don't get the feeling, obviously, unless you're in one of the ones that get all the hydraulic rams and everything. You know what I mean? But they can be so accurate that that every control replicates every control in real life. So when you pull that lever, you're pulling the small valve in real life.
In real life, yeah.
So it's never going to replace.
No,
the real life, but it gives you that head start sort of thing.
An idea.
Yeah, a bit of a ground into.
It's not like just literally putting a hood over somebody, driving them somewhere and dumping them out and going, right, get back.
Yeah.
At least you've
left them a trail.
You trail and you're giving them a map, aren't you? This is how it works, I mean, let's face it, times have changed. In this day and age, things like GPS and whatever is being used day in and day out. Whereas a few years ago, it was I hear so-and-so's got auto steer fitted. Why did he bother with that?
Yeah. I don't need a machine to drive straight for me.
I could do that. Yeah, well, no, you can, but you can't drive as accurately as that, or as I can. Well, not round the clock. You can't.
Not for 12 hours a day or whatever.
You're human.
Yeah, and it's not. I mean, like GPS. Everyone thinks, it's just about straight lines. It's not. It's far more than that. It's like you say. It's the concentration. I mean, I used to be the same. I was like, sort of 10 years ago, whatever it was, probably longer than that. So, I'd never been on a GPS, an auto steer tractor. I don't need one of them to drive. I enjoy driving until you've actually experienced it, and the savings in concentration, your tiredness, your fuel, machine wear, all that sort of stuff, because it's accurate every single time. My
first, I suppose, real good look at what it could do. It'd been around a few years, obviously.
Yeah.
And there'd been various trials, and then one or two people were taking it up, which fair enough. And they were using it. And I went with my old mate Tom, bless him, with the quad track.
Yeah.
And Tom had got a very, very basic system set up in his quad track. And the bit of kit he was pulling, big old Simba.
Mm.
I was like, fucking hell, Tom, but
Yeah.
He laughed. He said, I tell you now, he said, when you're putting the amount of diesel in, that I am. He said it's
Quad tracks are thirsty. Yeah.
And on heavy old Lincolnshire clay. But he said, I'll tell you now. He said the accuracy. He said, don't forget. He said, it ain't like, yeah, I'm literally got the right space in between my last time, and then coming up this way this time for about 200 yards, and then I've gone a little bit wide, and then I've gone a little bit narrow. He said, that's right every time.
Yeah.
I said, yeah. And he said, well, I'll tell you. He said, I sat down and worked out, and he showed me. He said, over a day's work.
One day,
yeah. He said, I can save a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Of land I haven't gone too wide or gone over double.
You haven't yeah.
So I was like, right. He said, so over a week, I've saved a day.
Yep.
He said, then over a season, I've basically saved a week plus.
Yeah.
So I said, okay. So he said, and that week plus, I'm not putting diesel in this tractor. Every day when that window of weather is closing in on me, he said, I'm ahead of the job.
Yeah.
He said, no, tell me that's not worth it. Can't argue.
Paid for itself, isn't it?
Honestly. Yeah.
I mean, it's a no-brainer. It gets me these folks that sort of lament GPS and anything that makes the driver's life easier. I mean, why do we have to? Yes, back in the 80s we had the old TWs and that. They were sweat boxes, uncomfortable. You speak from experience on such a thing. You love TW, didn't you?
I love it, but it was at the time. It was what sort of the best available.
Yeah.
That plus the days and whatever. However, it could have been so much easier had we had modern technology. Time moves on.
Yeah.
Because I can tell you now. Same with the diggers, dozers, tractors. Right? Yes, I know you're a top-notch operator. You're more than capable of grading out level, of ploughing straight, and you can do all that. And I know that, and that's great. But if it means that in your working day you are not getting that brain throb and that fog because you're concentrating so hard, you are doing it dead right, but you're concentrating.
No, you have to concentrate all the time.
But if you can then come off a bit, relieve a bit of your brain pressure, and that mental bloody, just constant, you got to be focused.
Yeah.
Strain on your eyes.
Yeah.
I heard a thing once about how many times your eyes flex and focus within a second. It's mental, something like 200 times a second. It's ridiculous. Anyway. But all this is going on, all these little muscle movements, it's tiring. That doesn't come for free. Nothing comes for free. Any movement, there's
cost
and energy, right? If I could take away 80% of that strain off you.
But whilst you're doing that, you're keeping a straight line, and plough's blocked up behind you.
I know.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But
you've done 10 yards.
You can give that plough also a little bit of a tweak. Just widen it, just a little bit here.
Yeah.
And where it's now just a little bit too deep, so land's a bit lighter there.
Yeah, just tweak her up a bit.
You're now, where you were at 100% capacity, you're producing 120%.
Yeah.
Because the
computer's taken a stress off you.
Don't look at it as your enemy.
Treat it as your friend. It's a tool to be used. It is a tool, isn't it?
Treat it as your friend.
So what do you think of like the latest machines? Like at the Normax show, you've got the Ag Seed there, that autonomous robot, twin track machine.
Now, you see, I have to say, I am very, very excited about the prospect of that.
Yes, it is
and
impressive.
I was listening to all this old bollocks. You hear the well, that's a fact. What about if there's a load of trees in the field?
Oh, yeah. Well, so many comments.
Not being funny, right? We're at the very early stages with all this stuff. But if you've got a field with loads of ditches and hedges, you ain't buying one of them anyway.
No.
And I ain't being funny.
Specific use, like everything.
Yeah. And you're not geared up for the big kit like that anyway.
Yeah.
But if you were on, let's just say, big old Cambridgeshire or Fenland type thing, or big old some of the Norfolk field, the big
square fields,
you could actually run in your tractor in the field beside it. You could be drilling that while that autonomous thing has gone up in the field ahead of you,
power it or whatever,
or ripping it up.
Yeah.
Right. We're not going to say it's got to be spraying and spreading for you. That could
But
literally
they
be.
do.
But
I mean,
they do.
Yeah, yeah.
But what I'm saying is, if you know you're on an early, say the early stages of introducing that sort of kid, if you want to keep an eye on that, which is fine.
Yeah.
Because when it gets to what happens when it gets to the end of the film? Well, look, you'll stop.
It'll stop. Yeah.
You know,
it's all programmed
you
into
can keep
it.
an eye on it. You're drilling what that's already done.
Yeah.
And then you can move into that field. Yeah. Well, how are you going to move it? Just bloody move it. The same way you often have to take your drill off, put it on a trailer, move it up the road, get your seed. You know. But the point is, there's another operation happening there, and as times are, and I know it's unfortunate, but you haven't got a bloke sat on it.
No, exactly.
Now, there's a saving.
Yeah, and people say, oh yeah, but there's you know, you're doing a man out of a job.
Well, if he's that bloody useless, you know, that he's replaced by a tracked robot, he wasn't that good anyway.
No.
You know, look, it's the way things are going.
Yeah, with everything, no matter, it doesn't matter what it is. It's,
and it is this whole thing about, you know, well, like they'll always look for a problem.
Yeah.
And like I always say, it's like the whole thing I always used to laugh about is that whole thing about the electric diggers.
Yeah.
There was some penis thought he was really clever when somebody said, look, there's a diesel generator charging a little electric mini digger.
Yeah.
Right? Because they just want to try it.
Yeah.
Right? And it was in the middle of a site, you know.
Yeah.
Now, and he's like, oh, look, diesel generator charging an electric thing. Listen, if you're so fucking stupid that you have ordered a 1.5 ton electric machine with no infrastructure or way to plug it in or charge it, right? The machine's not the issue. You are. You need fucking off down the road. Because you seriously, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Right? And if you can't see that, if you think, oh, they've got to be charged by electric, you know, generator would charge one on diesel.
Yeah.
No. What they're made for, right, is like inside, let's just say there's a hospital renovation.
Whatever.
Shopping centre, whatever. And they want to put a breaker or they want a small machine just chasing out.
Yeah.
It's quiet. It's no
emissions. Yeah.
Lovely. That's what it's for.
Yeah.
And that is just stupid, though, to say that as if you turn around and went, yeah, so we've got 40,000 tonne of bulk to move this week. We've got six wheel ADT dump trucks. I've hired you a 2-tonner to load them with.
Yeah, perfect.
Or you're in that shopping centre. Yeah, I've got a 40-tonner coming. You know, just like people are so fucking stupid. And why?
It's exactly the same thing.
It's just like
it winds me.
Use the right piece of equipment, the right application. It's like when I did the methane thing.
Yeah.
I said, look, you got a what do you call it? You've got
anaerobic digester.
Digester.
Yeah. Producing methane.
Why are you not producing?
Yeah.
You're producing.
Gas is a waste product.
Yeah. Why have you not got a methane tractor? Oh, well, I think that's a bit stupid because you're saying that like a methane digester plant is like £2 million. Yeah, I know. You've had your incentive and your grant. You're producing power already. You've got methane generators.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, to spend £2 million on, and then you know, just because you bought a methane tractor, it's like, what fucking planet are you on? You nonce. You don't buy the plant because you bought the tractor.
Because you're buying a tractor.
No.
It's So, just people are just fucking thick, aren't they?
They are
just literally thick.
Yeah. No. So as I said, I do. You know, you can't stop the march of time and progress. It's why we're at. Because it's when people turn around and go, you know, you might as well just show, bloody tractors. Should have stuck with a horse.
So horse, same thing.
You know,
exactly the same thing.
But so that's and you think of the people that lost.
Yeah.
All the horsemen.
Yeah, loads. Yeah.
Of a big estate, 20 horsemen gone, and you've now got 5 tractors.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's just it's
progress.
You may not like it, but it's fucking progress, mate.
Yeah.
You know, and it's the thick ones that go first.
It is, isn't it? Shame that.
It is.
A real shame.
Yeah. I'm gonna have another brew in a bit, boy. So
yeah. Should we get a brew going?
So we'll get one in a minute. But when you make it, when you make the brew, how are you going to do it? Because I don't want you just fucking sloshing a bag in.
I don't know. There's a proper way to make a cup of tea. I don't know how you do it, but
well, I do it the right way, don't I?
Well, we got your mug, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, a bit of tea still left in there. Right. Tea bag. Yorkshire tea for me. That's what I have.
You
Yorkshire
like
tea.
it? No,
In a bag.
I like
In
the
a bag.
Yorkshire. I like the Yorkshire.
Yeah, that's good. Bag in. For me, it's a bit naughty, yeah, but big cup, 3 sugars in there.
Okay.
Probably a bit excessive, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Water on, kettle on. That's boiling away. So I like to pour as soon as that kettle has clicked off, so that when you're pouring in, you get all the bubbles and that. They jiggle about. Technical term that is, jiggle about, and they like release the tea out of the bag.
You actually say this. I've seen a program where forget your sugar and milk. We know when they use Indian tea, loose leaf tea.
Yeah.
They were again the same about getting the big old char pot, very hot.
Yeah.
And then
It's got to be boiling when it goes in. It's no use 10 seconds after, and you know the boil has gone off the kettle. That's got to be in there when that's boiling.
And I do drink some coffee occasionally.
Okay.
Opposite way, you got to let it sit for about let's say a minute.
What, the water?
Yeah, so it doesn't burn the coffee.
What are you on about? Burn the coffee?
Burn the coffee. Hot boiling water straight into coffee taints the coffee.
Was it?
Yeah, I watched again. Another thing about program.
Fair enough.
With coffee, you let it sit in the kettle, then pour it. And that's nice. It's a lot smoother. And like you're saying, the tea, the hot boiling water invigorates.
Yeah, so that makes it. Yeah,
almost.
exactly. Percolate. That's the word. That's the word.
Yeah, invigorate.
Yeah. And then straight on with the stirring. I don't like to.
Do you do a stir, or do you do a squeeze against the side, George?
Combination, hybrid, stir, squeeze, a bit more stir, squeeze, probably 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
And then once we've got the
32 times for me, the squeeze.
32.
Don't ask why. Yeah. Or sometimes.
It must be cold by then.
If it's a bigger cup, 43.
43.
Don't ask me why.
All right, fair enough. Anyway, so you've got that tea, lovely looking mug of tea there. Whip the old bag out again, good squidge to get it.
Your bag out.
Yeah, and then most importantly, like milk afterwards, so that you can tell.
Man,
drop it in, and then as soon as that milk comes up, do you know what I mean?
Lovely.
That just taints through. Right, that's perfect.
See, I just then dump a load more in. I love the milk tea. I
get
love
away,
baby's tea.
get
I
away.
love the baby's tea.
And then, of course, the final bit, the important bit, is the stir. So a good whirlwind, whirlpool rather, around, then reverse it. So you get a
you're going for the backwash.
Oh, your backwash, yeah. So you get again the sugar in there and the tea and everything gets a good mix in there. Perfect.
Christopher Lee.
Yeah.
Right. Dracula, as you know.
Yes.
All right. Horror movies.
Big on his tea, was he?
No, but he was involved in horror.
Right, yeah.
I'll tell you about horror. My mate used to put the tea bag in and the milk and the sugar.
No.
Yes.
It's animal.
I know. Heathen. Awful. I used to lay awake at night thinking about it.
It would give you nightmares, that would.
Oh, that's all the same.
No, it's
not.
Not at all. Not at all.
And then he'd put the water in.
Oh,
and there was
Jesus.
There was this murky sludge come up, and then he'd have to keep squeezing the bag.
Bit like a slurry, bit like was out of a slurry tank sort of thing. Yeah.
Just
Oh Jesus! Yeah, no, that is the way not to do it. Like.
Yeah, but people do.
Yeah. So how do you do it?
Or some people will put the sugar in with the bag. Now, to me,
yes, the sugar goes in with the bag.
Wanker. I think
no, because then when you pour in, everything is getting percolated. The sugar is as well.
Sugar is hanging on the bag.
It's not because the boiling water.
The sugar's hanging on the
dissipates
bag,
it.
And you've now lost me some of my power of my sugar.
No, not a chance.
Ball ache. Leave the sugar out till the bag's out.
Yeah, but then when you put that in after, you've got to do a lot of stirring to make sure that's not just a soggy mess at the bottom of the mug. You have.
No, you give it a bit of a swill.
So how do you stir?
For the stir, and so I've done me sugar and me milk.
Right, yeah.
And I probably
bags out.
Bags squeezed against the side. Out. I'm very good. I can get it out on the back of the spoon.
Yeah,
right?
Same here. Yeah.
Flick it in the old dustbin.
Yep.
I'm now going to
special milk.
No, probably put a couple of bits of sugar in then, and then the milk on top.
Right.
Get as you say, and then that gives that lovely cloudy brown.
Yeah.
Then dump a fucking load of milk in, and that's fit for a baby.
Then ruin it
It's just gorgeous. It's just like I love sweet milk.
If you want a lot of milk, have a fucking hot chocolate.
Yeah, but hot chocolate. That's another time I need a cup of tea. Hot chocolate. Very variable. Very variable. There are some gorgeous ones, and there's some that are just like
Sickly.
Yeah. And then there's some that are just weak.
But there is something about a nice hot chocolate. And it is a treat, isn't it?
A thick, frothy hot chocolate.
Yeah, that just
gorgeous.
Slips down. Oh, it's nice sort of
But you're
miserable.
not a coffee drinker.
No, it's like your coffee.
You just really don't
tea 99% of the time, and then, like I say, the hot chocolate for a special occasion. But no, I have drunk coffee, but it's got to be heavily sedated with sugar, you know.
Yeah.
And these folks that drink like black coffee, no sugar, I mean, what is wrong with them?
I've had to when none have been available.
Well, yeah.
And it's like, it's bearable. I'd
rather have water.
Yeah.
I'd rather have boiling water on its own, you know, than coffee.
It's mental.
Well, it's what it is, isn't it?
I know people actually do. And I'll just have a hot water, please.
What's
no, I'm not going to do it. No, I'd like hot. I don't care what you'd like.
Yeah.
I'm not going to turn my kettle on, right? and fucking
waste
pour
all
you a
that
hot
energy with
sheet
a
for
climate
hot
crisis
water.
going on. Yeah.
Well, no, but I'm thirsty. We'll have a fucking cup of tea. I don't like tea. I like hot water. Fuck off that man.
You're having tea. Yeah.
You're having tea, or listen, if you want that hot water, I'm just going to scold you with it.
Yeah.
Fuck off out of my face. You're not someone I want to associate with.
No.
But I'll make sure everybody else knows who you are.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, the hot water. But then a lot of people like these infused teas, don't they? Which is hot water, boiling water,
Yeah.
and they infuse it. Oh, the worst ones are when they have what's that like? I'm having a raspberry infused tea, and it looks like an old jam rag's been sort of squeezed out in the cup. You're like, what are you doing?
No thanks.
No, like rag week in a cup.
Yeah.
Anyway, but right, let's go and have a cup of tea.
Let's go and get a tea going.
Don't fuck it up.
No chance.
Right, we're back. We just had a cup of tea. Well,
See, that's how you make a tea. What do you
George,
think?
I'm never going to knock your tea. This is not how I would make tea.
No.
I'm always appreciative.
Ain't got the milk in that you'd have.
No, it's a nice tea. But you do tend to use proper milk.
It's got proper, it hasn't been through 1,000 pasteurising processes.
No, it bloody hasn't.
Straight out of the tip.
It's very creamy.
Straight out of the tip, through a filter, job's good.
Yeah, that's good. No, that's good. That is good. So, look, we're both sat here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
In our old gillets.
Gilet.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, we've had it warmer. We've literally been melting in here.
Yeah.
But it's the end of November.
Yeah.
Right?
But how has it got to the end of November, honestly?
What have we... tonight, literally, as we're here, there's the start of a frost.
Yeah. It's getting slick outside,
But it
isn't
ain't been before this.
No.
It's not 20 degrees.
No.
So, winter's coming now.
Winter's coming.
Am I going to say the word? Am I going to say what's just around the corner?
Christmas.
Yeah. So
It's nearly here.
now there comes a point in your life. You're a bit older than a kid, so the fun's gone, and you're like, fucking Christmas again, another pair of fucking socks.
But
however, you get a little bit further on in life, you then start looking at the other great aspects of life. And to be fair, with social media, and I'm going to, as much as I decry social media and I don't like it, I'm going to big it up. Because as I said, if you don't like it and I don't, in which case use it to the good. And that's what we do.
Exactly.
That's our whole point. Right?
Yeah.
Now, with that, last year, we did the Hertfordshire Christmas road run with the tractors.
Yeah, that's right,
in aid of...
Letchworth Garden House Hospice.
That's right. And we raised 42,000 quid.
Yeah.
42 grand.
Yeah.
Incredible.
And we're gonna, we're aiming for bigger, better this year.
We're aiming for
more
at least
money.
50, if not more.
50 smackers.
This year.
If more, more the merrier.
Right?
More the merrier.
But here's the thing. So if you remember, that was the one that George and I went on to. I was driving a big old Deutz. George was sat in the little old passenger seat there, and he was live streaming
the entire run. Yeah.
And then we compressed it down into a video.
Yeah.
And that was the one where I was detaching the retinas of young children.
Yeah,
by standards.
Them Deutschfire lights were...
They were awesome.
Awesome.
Right. So it was such a good crack that we had, what was it, like 190...
There's 187 tractors.
And then trucks and then everything else.
Yeah.
This year we're going to try and get 200 tractors. Now, George and I said, okay, we're up for that.
Yeah,
again.
we're on it. Yeah.
So, Collins Brothers are going to get us a Deutz.
Yep.
Now, I'm hoping it's going to be another big Deutz, and
Yeah.
I'm hoping, George, I want a Java green one.
Well, that's what. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be a Java green one, isn't it? Because such a lovely colour.
So-
Such a lovely colour.
What we'll do again is that I'll drive. George will do all the video work and the live stream, and
You
he'll be
can't
the
do-
mobile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to be on. It's worth noting. We're going to be on YouTube and Facebook. We're going to do
Really?
both. Yes, both
We
lives
were
at
on
the same
just
time.
Facebook last year.
No, we were on YouTube. We
Oh,
just
we
did,
were
we
on
were on
YouTube,
YouTube, weren't
were
Yeah,
we?
we're going to do both because
Oh, right, okay. News
sometimes.
to me.
Well, there you go. Well, you're just a driver.
I'm just a driver.
I'm just the videographer.
No.
Don't forget that.
Haven't it? You just
Aren't I?
I made it right. I didn't even know they come to that. But anyway, seriously, I was getting my spidey sensors were up last year a couple of times. Fucking women walking right in front of us with their push chairs and what. That's like, love, I just really don't want to crush your infant.
Yes, yeah.
You know,
it was.
and I had to concentrate, and then there was cars, and I was literally having to, look, all you tractor drivers, when you know your kit, you know how wide you are, even if you can't see, you know the gap you can get.
Yeah.
And I was having to do that.
In a tractor,
Almost imagine. I'd driven for about half an hour.
Yeah.
And that was a big
She was big tractor, 280 horse, wasn't she? Like big tractor.
Anyway, I love it. Don't get me wrong, love it. So this year, the plan is that George and I are going to attend again in a Deutz from Collins Brothers.
Yeah.
Hopefully in Java green.
Yeah.
Because that'll stand out.
Yeah. Rytec box on the front as well.
Another big.
Do you remember that box we had on the
awesome.
front? That was an awesome box.
Yeah. At least we forget one.
Yeah.
Lovely, wasn't it?
Yeah. They're gonna Rytec are sending down another box this year. I don't know what the design's going to be, but it'll be good, whatever it is. That they always pull it out the bag. They do.
So we're gonna decorate the tractor suitably.
Yes.
That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to go with their little lights now. I think it's something a bit different.
Well,
anyway,
we'll
see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll
now, so we're going to be live streaming. Of course, news to me now. I don't know as much as you lot do on YouTube and on Facebook.
Yeah.
Live at the time. I don't know how that's going to happen. You're the videographer.
Well, it's quite simple. We just need two devices. One streaming on YouTube. One
They're
will be
not going to
streaming
interfere.
on.
You're not going to get lag in between them.
Well, we'll cross that bridge if we come to it. We're technical professionals on such
Might have a
things.
little dry run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. We can do that, can't we?
Kill lubed in on the night.
Yeah.
So, but listen, it is great seeing families.
You didn't realise how
It just blew me away.
Yeah.
As I said, I've told this story 100 times. I'll tell it 101. I thought we'd go through the first village, which was Baldock, right? And then from Baldock we go to Letchworth, and then from Letchworth we end up in Hitchin.
That's right.
So I thought that's all right. Go through Baldock, few waves, toot on the horn, little flash of the lights. That's where the trouble started. I then realised that the lights, there were so many lights on this Deutz, and they were so well set and so powerful that when I would press the switch for the plough lamps out the side as well as the back, I was able to knock little young kids off the shoulders of the fathers because they would then put their hands up so quickly to stop them being blinded, and that became a sport.
Yeah.
Anyway, so but then I thought, right, what we'll do, we'll get out of Baldock first. We can fucking give the old girl, open her up, flex her, because there's going to be nobody there. Because never stopped.
All the way.
All the way.
8 or 9 miles away.
Hedgerows, lay-bys, verges, the lot. There was roundabouts, lines of people.
Bear in mind, there's 3 towns. We're travelling between the towns as well. Even between the towns.
That's what I mean.
Chock-a-block.
It's in the bits in between the towns. There was more people in between the towns than was in the towns. But little heads up as well. On the night, as I've just said, because of blood pressure's up, because there are idiots walking out in front of your tractor. There are people trying to squeeze buttons. If you're not there, and you can just stop bloody 8-tonner tractor on a sixpence. Let's just say live. Probably best to send your kids to your aunt's or to bed.
Yeah.
Right?
It might get a bit spicy.
I tend to let them know their future.
Yeah.
All right. I give them a little reading, and then about a week after, George will do a video which is all edited nicely and it's all lovely and it's all, you can show your kids that one.
Yeah.
on the night when it's live, don't think this is a spectator sport for children, because it's not. I try my best.
Yeah.
But two things. Last year, I was annoyed by, pedestrians that would just walk out in front of me. And secondly, several people promising to get us fish and chips.
Oh, that's the worst
and getting
thing.
us fuck all. Yeah. When you got, where are you, mate? Oh, they're the coach. Oh, quick, let's have a dash. And then the chip shop man literally closed the door in our face, flipped the sign round, as if to say, "Fuck you."
Yeah, that's
and that was just like, I hope your fry clogs up. So I was hungry then. I was cold and I was hungry and I was tired. That was never a good combination for me to be.
You weren't happy.
I weren't fucking happy. In fact, I was doing donuts with the Deutz in
on
the ice
to show your disapproval.
To show my disapproval. But no, this year we're taking a packed lunch. But yeah, no, it's good. It's brilliant. The live, it is as it is. It's me and George. It can go anywhere.
Yeah.
And then we're reading the comments. We're reading the comments as we go.
Yeah.
And it's fun. No.
Do you remember what we did last year? We had fuel prices. Did we?
We were given diesel prices.
Yeah. Where's the best price?
How much per litre?
Yeah.
We were doing that.
Yeah, it's a service
we provide. Yeah, 100%. So we'll be doing the same again this year.
Yep.
Diesel price tracker.
Yeah.
And George and I'll be like, as I said, it's brilliant. And then reading the comments of people, it's absolutely wonderful. And you're able to donate on the night. And yeah, there's just, as I say, it's brilliant.
It's for a great cause. It's for it's for the hospice.
Yeah.
You know, they provide a lot of care to the local community.
Oh,
well worth cause. You know,
a lot of people. That's the last, unfortunately, the last place they go. You know,
that's the thing, mate.
You know, so
it's got to be a nice place.
Got to be a nice place for them. And that is. So it's wonderful. Wonderful.
Nearly 10 grand a day to run that place. So they need a lot of donations. So
people to pay electric bills and all
that. Yeah.
You know.
So whatever you can donate well received.
Goes for a good cause.
We've got text to donate, and we've got Just Giving. That you can donate on.
You can do all that.
Yeah.
So now, because of our success last year, they've actually asked George and I along as the VIPs this year.
They're going to be the MCs.
VIPs. In case we see the VC, then we'll get on the KP.
MC Mucker.
And
MC Silly Bollocks.
Yeah. We're going to be presenting Hymnal. We're going to be We're going to be presenting the prizes at the end for the best tractor and whatever and best sort of stuff. Which I think
we possibly will win with the plan we've got in place.
We're basically we're planning to just win and present it to ourselves.
Yeah,
fuck them all.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, as I said, to be fair, we're not even really entering. We're gonna. We want the effort people make.
Oh yeah.
And that got again. I don't remember you telling me last year. Last year. Don't forget there was 4 inches of snow.
Yeah, there was. That was
on the ground.
It was a
and
lovely.
Then the temperature dropped.
It was a lovely festive. Thing, but
what a backdrop!
Well, cold, wasn't it?
On the hills around there. Lovely. Yeah. Then it got cold. We're about to set off. I said, "Get the old heater revved up, George."
Yeah.
Oh, look at the guy on the major beside us.
Yeah, there was 2 or 3 on cabinets like majors and
one old boy, he didn't even have a cushion on his tin seat.
No.
So fair play to them. But yeah, really looking forward to it. Now, as soon as they said, look, Hilly turned around and went, can you give out would you do that? Give out the prizes and whatever. I'm thinking, hang on a minute. There's got to be a little bit of leverage here. So I've insisted not being funny. I think that puts us in the category of a celebrity.
Well, it does.
It does.
Yeah, we are.
We're tiny fish in a massive pond.
Yeah.
So I said, what a rider. No, look, when riders, if those of you that don't know, riders are when a film star, a superstar, rock star is performing. They'll say, every time that I'm sat in my massive trailer, or in the dressing room, I want a bowl of M&Ms and some champagne. That's a rider. Or whenever I'm sat waiting to get on set, I want a girl there, giving me a massage while I'm drinking Iron Brew.
Yeah.
That's a rider.
Yeah.
So I've insisted that I can have a roast beef and horseradish salad roll from Days of Ashwell.
Yeah.
Who their main shop is
your
in
favourite
is in Baldock.
Yeah.
I want a bottle from there. I want a bottle of pure orange juice.
Yeah.
And I also want a sticky ice bun.
Let it be known that is on record that you require them things for your rider.
And he said, mate, I'll do that for you.
No, well be done.
So I'm gonna have, I'm rock star, and I'm just, I'm living the dream.
You can't get any higher than that, can you?
You can't. Days of Ashwell.
Yeah.
Baldock. They're fantastic bakers. And just awesome. So fresh roast beef, roast beef and horseradish salad roll, ice finger, and a bottle of orange juice.
Jobs are good. And of course, if they would like to sponsor,
they can sponsor this podcast. They get mentioned enough.
Yeah.
They get mentioned enough. Their Belgian buns are also very good.
Are they?
Yeah. So there's that. So that's what we do. That's the no. Listen. So
yeah, and that is the 16th, Saturday, the 16th of December.
Saturday, the 16th of December. All right.
Kick-off will be in. Yeah, we'll be in Baldock High Street about 5:30.
Is it?
So that's when we'll be. Yeah. Well, it takes a couple of hours to get through, doesn't it? And we'll end up in Hitchin about 7:30. About 7:30.
So, yeah, just
so you've got an idea of timings, lot.
Yeah. But that is, as I said, make sure that you're not like, we're going round mum's for that night for tea. Fuck listen, go and see her Sunday.
Down there.
Right? Go and see her Sunday. And rather than having beans on toast, you can have a roast. So just make sure you're available to watch it live, because that's when the magic happens, as I said, because you'll get a more tidied up and condensed version on the video.
Yeah, it won't be true to life. You
won't get the full atmosphere.
No.
So go to Saturday the 16th. Now, I know some of you are saying, fucking hell, Mucker, that's Hertfordshire, I don't live there, I live sort of in Essex. Well, luckily for you, in Essex, on the same day, Saturday the 16th, New Holland at Basildon have also organised a Christmas tractor road run.
Yep.
So go across the county, into Essex, and if you look there, get details from New Holland's website, but the New Holland have got a Christmas tractor road run. Be a spectator or go and join in. That's Saturday the 16th. Now, if you turn around and go, that's all right, Mucker, that's a long old way from Norfolk. That is, I know. But guess what? North Walsham YFC, Young Farmers Club, also on Saturday the 6th. There's some bloody road runs on that night, isn't there? What? Saturday the 16th, again, they've got a tractor road run. All right? Now, I hear you boys in between Norfolk and Essex, those in Suffolk, saying, well, we're all left out. Your day comes the day after. There's a parade of tractors for a Christmas lights road run in Suffolk. Again, that's on the 17th. That's Sunday. That's the day after. Sunday. What a weekend, George.
That's a lot, mate. Isn't it? I'm just looking up one more if I can.
George, find another. I'm going to do one here. Let me just do one here. I'm going to see.
It's when you want some internet to. Yeah.
Are you got any internet, George?
It's typical. It says so. Typical O2 says I've got 4G, but no,
now I think, and I don't want to get this wrong. Let's just go back here. Let me tell you. I think it's possibly. I'm sure Sunday the 10th.
Who are you on?
Ollie Blogs.
Oh,
Ollie Harrison.
Yeah,
Ollie Blogs. Up in the Wirral, up in Liverpool. I think they're doing that. You'll have to check on this one, everybody. All right, don't take my word. I'm pretty sure it is the 10th of December, which is the Sunday. Ollie's got his, which is not this weekend, the weekend after. He's got his road run, so support that. So those of you that, if you want to go along and steal the hubcaps off some cars, that's on the 10th.
And we've got on the 17th, again on the 17th, that's a busy old weekend. We've got Archer's festive tractor road run.
So this is done the day after ours on the 16th. Remember, this is an important one. We're done the 16th.
Yeah.
The Sunday, the 17th, we've got the Suffolk tractor with lights and whatever they call it.
Yeah.
That's on. And Archer's road run.
Yeah, Archer, it's in Leicestershire, I believe, isn't it? sure it is.
Leicestershire,
Yeah, I'm
that
sure it's
sort of way.
Leicestershire.
I think that's Leicestershire. Anyway, but that again is another cracking.
Yeah, Lutterworth Way, like.
Lutterworth,
So,
yeah,
yeah.
there you go,
Yeah.
don't you see?
So, again, that's a good one to check out. Archer's Run is a big run.
We've covered Norfolk, Suffolk, Essex, Hertfordshire and Leicestershire.
Yeah.
And then the weekend before, up near Liverpool.
Yeah.
We're all around there, I think
Yeah,
it is. But check those all out. You can find the details online, obviously. But that is what a cracking weekend.
It's going to be a good weekend, isn't it? Like?
And do you know what? They're all doing something for a good cause.
Yeah.
All doing something for a good cause. And that's what matters, all right?
Good cause. And just generally bringing a bit of festive cheer.
Festive cheer,
You know.
and seeing kids falling off their dad's shoulders, they're going to be holding their eyes for days.
Yeah.
You know, that won't do them any harm. It's all character building.
Exactly. It'll make them tougher in the long run, won't it, like?
So many young kids these days have glasses. I'm going to give them a reason for having them. So, anyway, now that is what we're doing. Saturday the 16th. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to that. And then that's the sort of run up then into Christmas.
Christmas will be there, won't it, like?
Christmas, you know, a bit of a day off here and whatever. But for me, you'll just be Boxing Day. George will be putting his feet up somewhere.
I'll be working, no doubt.
Yeah, just
cows,
bit of cows.
Yeah,
then put your feet up.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
Yeah, but Boxing Day, you've got
I've got
Larling,
the Larling Road Run, the one I always do. Larling Angel in Norfolk, just off the I-11 there. Normally around 200 tractors.
Yeah.
We have a saunter off somewhere again. Normally in aid of Yana.
Yeah.
Not alone.
Yeah.
And so we're planning it. I'm not going to tell you yet what I'm taking this year. 2 reasons. Because I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah.
B is I don't quite know yet.
It's not been confirmed.
It's not been confirmed.
No.
I've been offered 3 tractors, so we're just going to have to see what's what.
Yeah.
But there we are. So if you're going to come along, and you can come along, spectate on the route, or when you send us off, or when we arrive back, there's the Larling Angel. That's on Boxing Day. So yeah, get that done. Then we get into New Year, George. We've got New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, whatever and whatever. And then a bit later than normal, because normally within the sort of first week.
First week, it's the second week. Yeah.
But the 17th and 18th.
Yep.
Of January 2024.
LAMMA.
Are bigger than frogs.
Yeah.
So that is.
That'll soon be
That'll
it.
be good. No. 2 things. First off, there'll be the return. I can't say too much, but there'll be the return of 1 or 2 manufacturers that have been absent in recent years.
Yeah. That's right, mate. Yeah, that's right.
But more than that, George and I have just come out of a meeting today, and can't say too much at this point now. But listen, keep watching my social media, all platforms. Well, I know you do anyway. And George's social media, all platforms. George Saunders Photography and whatever. Because we'll be announcing that...
something quite interesting.
I think more... I don't know, even interesting. Something quite spectacular.
Yeah.
This year at LAMMA. And anybody that watches George's channel or mine, I think that'll be right up your strasse.
Yeah.
Really will. Can't say too much of this.
No.
But
let
me tell you, there'll be some little snippets and sneak previews coming out in the next week or so. That's going to be good, George.
It's going to be. It's going to be a good couple of days, isn't it?
Yeah. And some other personalities joining us again, George.
I wonder who that could be.
Can't say too much. But honestly, just keep an eye on our social media, and we'll let you know the more we know.
Yeah.
But that, I think, will be phenomenal.
Yeah.
Really looking for...
Jam-packed next sort of month or two.
Yeah. And then, I'm not going to stop there. I'm going to roll the next one in, George. February, Doe Show.
Bang.
Doe Show. 2 days of absolute bliss.
2? 3 days.
3 days.
Yeah,
I'll be there too, George.
Yes, probably I'll do one
I'll have to
two.
do... I don't know if I can do 3. I might do.
Yeah.
But I normally do 2 days of the 3.
Again, it's one of our favourite shows to go in. We love the old Doe Show.
There's live tillage exhibitions and whatever, and work and
tons of gear,
old gear, they had standard Fordsons and stuff like that last year. Does
construction
as
stuff.
When I say Doe, I mean the old triple Ds, the double majors, proper Does from Does.
Yeah.
Do you know there was one there working? The irony of it is, less than 150 feet from where it was built.
Yeah. Yeah.
The shed's still there.
Yeah.
So the Doe Show, I just love it. Absolutely love it. So we'll be in that. And I'm George. I'm not wishing the time away. So I'm going to stop at February.
Yeah.
There's tons more we're doing.
Oh,
next
there's
year.
no end more that we've got planned next year.
And don't forget, there's also the. If you've gone onto my Patreon channel, there's a video on there which anyone can see. If you join up, sort of as soon as you can, because there's a cut-off date. But if you join up the Patreon, you're a paid-up member. You will be eligible to be drawn out of the old hat to attend a day that George and I are putting on with a load of old classic tractors.
Yeah, that's going to be a
big
good
old
day.
classic working tractors.
Yeah.
But only if you're a Patreon. If you're signed up and paid up, you'll be eligible to do that. And to be fair, I mean, within reason, we know a lot of people can't make it time-wise and whatever.
Yeah.
So we'll do the draws for the first amount of people, and then we'll say, right, we might then do a second or third draw as well, just to,
Yeah.
But we've got to look after numbers. But there's going to be tractors that you can come and talk with us, have a chat with other people. We're going to have
play.
Yeah, have a sausage roll on the grin, have a play on the tractors. Just have a good time, barbecue, bit of drink and whatever, and a few, sausage rolls. Just had a good natter and joining with like-minded folks. That's coming up again, probably just after the Doe Show sort of thing.
Yeah.
But listen, that'll be on the next podcast.
Yeah.
It's just too much.
Yeah, exactly.
We're giving them a smorgasbord.
We are.
Of just hope.
Yeah.
It's hope. George.
Morsels that.
We're actually giving our listeners hope. And we'd like to do that.
Yeah.
No, all joking aside, we cannot wait to see a lot of you lot, be it on the runs. I've got the runs. I mean, I'm just on the tractor runs.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I smelt.
You had the runs earlier, I mean, hell of a smell, but
genuinely, LAMMA, and we'll do the meet and greets.
Yes.
Like we always say, it's not because it's like come and see the Pope. It is George and I got so much to do that we can't. I hate saying to somebody, they're like, "Oh, Mucker," or "Hello, George, how are you doing?" Mate, I'm fine, but fuck you, I've got to be somewhere else in 10 minutes.
We just don't do that.
We don't like doing it. We
no.
really don't like doing that because we don't want it. We want to spend time and talk to you. So we say, be at this stand at this time. I'm going to have a word with you.
Over there, have a chat.
Have a chat then, and we can relax. We ain't having to rush in between because you know what it's like.
Yeah.
I wonder if I should try them. All the people at LAMMA that want us to come and see them, the stands.
Yeah.
I want a roast beef and horseradish roll, orange juice, and an ice bun.
Well, why don't you up the game?
Just up the game. That is my rider. You want me on your stand?
That's what I want.
That's what I want. What, George, what are you going to have as a rider? What's going to be your thing?
I want a bowl of Maltesers.
A bowl of Maltesers?
Yeah. You can't beat a Malteser, can you? Just more, shouldn't you?
Fucking bowl.
Nom.
Right, go on.
So, bowl of Maltesers. I want an apple tango. Do they still do it?
Do they still do it?
They still do it. It
Yeah.
just occurred to me. I've not had one for years. But apple tangos are lovely.
Oh, okay, you like the apple tango.
Yeah. And I don't know what for the third thing. I could push the boat out, couldn't I? Fried egg sandwich.
So, I suppose they could do it. They've got catering down there. Fried egg sandwich. You went for that?
Yeah.
I took the healthy option. I went for this beef and salad roll.
Well, that's up to you.
I mean, at days, admittedly, their horseradish is so hot, you actually go into a coma when you bite into that.
Yeah, but that's proper. I mean, there's no point having fucking mild, is there? Like,
I think we should stipulate that.
Yeah.
We'll speak to Merlot. We'll speak to the likes of Tama.
Yeah.
And one or two others. I'm not going to mention
if you want us there.
Yeah.
If you want that.
I want horse beef. I would like. I'll be polite. I'm not.
No, tell them.
That's gone up my head. Oh, fucking listen.
I want this.
I want the horse beef. Horse beef. Fucking, that's like Findus. Yeah, horse beef, didn't they? Got that scandal again. I want
roast beef. Horse beef.
Findus crispy pancakes.
Yeah.
I want roast beef and horseradish salad roll.
Yeah.
And not roll.
What was your drink?
Orange juice, mate.
Oh, orange.
I'm going for an orange juice, right?
Rock and roll.
And then for my dessert, I'm going for an iced finger.
Oh, yeah. So
do the pink ones genuinely taste different to the white ones? Because I like the white ones. I think they do.
Yeah, they do.
Oh,
I think the pink ones are a bit too. I don't
I
know.
think there's no difference. I think it's just. I think it's subliminal.
The colouring taste, though. I think.
Do you think so?
Yeah,
I think
it does. They're a bit more sickly.
Cochineal? I can't remember. They used to
God
crush
knows.
small beetles, didn't they?
Did they?
For the red, something like that. I can't remember.
I don't know.
So you're going for
fried egg sarnie, beautiful.
right.
It's probably not the best choice because you know what the fried egg sarnies do, especially
down the
because it's got to be runny.
Egg banjo.
Yeah. Apple tango. Wash that down,
yeah.
and then some bowl of
A
Maltesers.
bowl. Not can I have a packet? No, not a packet.
Well,
One of
bowl.
them boxes. No,
I
not
don't
a
have
box.
to- I
A
don't have to-
bowl.
The only trouble is the packets are bastard to deal with, it? You can't get your
George,
can't get
are
so
we
in a
talking?
bowl.
Are we talking like a mixing bowl? If they opened up the packet, a family
No, just
size
like a
packet, and put it in.
normal breakfast cereal bowl sort of thing, like you know.
Oh, right. So
So
a big packet, a family packet of Maltesers.
Yeah,
would
but
do.
you can then easily, pick them out.
But
and
what about
chew
when
them.
you stood there and other people had got them clammy mitts in, their old piss mitts?
Well, no, because there'll be someone stood there
guarding
it.
Now we've got security.
Well, actually holding it, there, so you can just
I don't know.
keeping, the common people's filthy fingers away from
I
it.
thought I used to know him. I've now got peasant patrol. So if I have my Findus crispy bacon,
Your horse.
I want a horse beef radish roll. Horse beef radish, right? Orange juice and my sticky bun.
Yeah.
And I think an armed guard.
Oh. Yeah, because of course all the gangs are after you, aren't they?
Him and have a drive-by Malteser.
Yeah.
So, but there we are. Look, seriously, we are so looking forward to seeing you all and putting names to faces, both old and new.
Yep.
It's always nice because, again, I'll tell you this: don't forget, you see us, you know who we are. We don't know. We can't look through the TV. We've got a clue a lot of the time, but we do meet up with some old friends as well. Don't we? It's always nice.
Yeah.
Always nice. So there we are. That's our schedule for the next 3 months.
3 months. Yeah.
But Saturday, 16th of December,
Yeah.
live feed in a tractor
Tune
on a
in for
road
that.
run. Me and Silly Bollocks.
Yep.
All right.
Going to be good.
It's going to be good.
Going to be good.
I might even get my horse beef radish roll. Right, lovely to hear from you all. Speak to you all. We're going to look forward to it when we meet up. But thank you for joining us anyway on this podcast. And we're going to catch you real soon.
See you on the next one.
Do well. And so if any of you want to help out with us supporting the Border Collie Rescue Charity, which is protecting pre-loved Border Collies, simply go over to the Patreon channel, which is patreon.com/Lord Muck. And if you subscribe and support the channel, what we do with the proceeds is we're going to get a project that we can renovate or do up. And then the content will be on the Patreon channel and also on the YouTube channel. From that, once it's done, we will raffle off the project. So one of you lucky lot can actually end up with the project, whatever that may be at the time, once we've decided what it is we're going to buy and restore. And then from there, the proceeds of the raffle will go on to helping the collies again. So, pop on over there. It's, as I said, patreon.com/Lord Muck.